Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek, you're watching Kevin the Geek, and welcome back to the Brittas Empire as we conclude my reactions to the show. It's the final series. We've only got a few more episodes to go after this one, so hopefully we'll continue with the reasonably strong start we made to the series last week. Of course, don't forget, if you may not be aware, I don't know how you may not be, because I've mentioned it quite a bit, but I go on holiday in a couple of days, so you will have to wait a couple more weeks until you see episode number 3. But for now, let's check out episode number 2. Sorry. I'm reviewing the situation. I am going to bloody kill that dog. For any of you who don't know why that is so amusing to me and has tickled me so much, it is the fact that when I did Oliver very recently, I played Fagin in Oliver, I have a song called Reviewing the Situation. So, yeah, that's why that has just tickled me so much.
Julie, can you come in and take a letter, please?
Oh, so Julie is still here. Oh, what?
Can't get on with it, I'm eating a yoghurt.
Thank you, Julie. Right, dear Councillor Druggett, read your memo of the 14th inst. I'm seeking clarification on council policy regarding the buying in of alternative services. Can I take it this does not refer to alternative religious services, as was first thought? If so, I shall inform the Reverend Bernie Simpson that he can no longer hold voodoo sacrifices in the squash courts. Yours, etc., etc. Oh, P.S. Most of the chicken blood has now been successfully removed from the walls.
Are we just going to gloss over the fact that we just had a police officer do a forward roll into the office at gunpoint, held Brittas up, shook him down, patted him down? Huh?
Mind me yoghurt.
How long's this going to go on for, Julie?
Just until the trial. Is that it then?
Assume the position!
Oh, is that it again?
Gordon, there's a man out there.
That's Greg. He's with me.
Yes, but Gordon, he just...
I know, my darling, he's doing it to everyone. It's his job.
Really?
Oh, God.
Now, I can't give you long. I've got an important meeting to go to. What is it you want?
Money, cash, lots
Of
of
course.
Is this for your counselling course?
it. No, it's not. Come on, I'm in a hurry too.
My darling, what's it for?
I don't know. How do you expect me to know?
If I'm going to give you money, my sweet, I'd like to know what it's for.
Well, so would I, but that's not how it's done, is it? Come on, get a move on. Have 2 pockets.
Right, now, before we start the meeting, everyone, a little question. Has anyone noticed anything unusual this morning? Yes, colleague?
Yes, Mr. Brittas, I have something most unusual. There was a woodpecker in my garden this morning.
That's pretty unusual.
No, Colin.
I found his little mangled body on the step. I think the cat probably got it.
No, Colin. Anything unusual here?
There's a man with a gun at the back of the room.
That's right, Linda.
Is that
well
unusual, though?
spotted. I expect you'd all like to know why.
I think we would really, Mr. Brittas.
Well, I can't tell you, Linda.
Why not?
Because that information can only be divulged on a strictly need-to-know basis.
Yeah, but don't we need to know?
No, you don't, Tim.
May I know, Miss Briss?
No.
Well, as deputy manager, I need to know, Mr. Brittas.
No, you don't. Only I know who needs to know.
I don't need to know, Mr. Brittas.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't need to know anything.
No.
That's true.
He's with me. He's my rapid response unit. Anything you need to know, ask me.
Right, thank you, Julie, for that. Now, before I forget, after the meeting, Tim, birth certificate in my office.
Oh, the thing is...
No excuses. Have you brought it in?
Yes, but you see
Good.
the thing...
Right, now, moving on.
Birth
In the
certificate.
interests of monitoring and evaluating the efficient delivery of our service to the community, I'm going to initiate a staff review.
Oh, how lovely, Mr. Brittas, with sketches and songs. May I play the piano, Miss Briss?
No, Carol, it's not that sort of review. It's a sequentially generated staff performance review.
Sorry, Miss Briss.
The basic notion, Carol, is that each one of us undertakes and delivers a free and frank appraisal of a colleague's performance. This assessment will ascertain the optimum attainment levels of that colleague in pursuance of his or her operational duties.
So,
I
Brittas
think it
is...
means how well we're doing in our jobs.
That's one way of putting it, Tim, yes. I want them by tomorrow, please. Yes, first thing, please.
Is that a good thing? And is someone going to do Brittas? I mean, that'll be interesting, whoever gets Brittas, if they do Brittas.
And I'll do you if you do me.
No,
Oh.
you can't do that, Tim. You see, This is a sequentially generated performance review, which means that each one of us has to report on a colleague directly junior to us. For example, I shall be reported on Colin.
Really, Mr. Brittas?
Yes, Colin.
I don't know what to say. I'm moved, deeply moved, and honoured. And if there's anything I can ever do for you...
Well, there is, Colin. You can report on Gavin. Gavin can
No,
report...
Mr. Brittas, that can't be right. I'm not junior to Colin. I'm deputy manager. He's just a glorified handyman.
I beg your pardon.
True, you spend most of the day with your hand down a toilet.
A toilet, if you don't mind. Don't you know anything about U-bends?
Please.
Not really, I don't
please.
really wanna know.
The point is, Gavin, Colin is deputy manager wet. You're only acting deputy manager.
But he doesn't even do the job, Mr. Brittas.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh! See, I thought he got completely demoted, so he is still Deputy Manager Wet, just doesn't do the job. Okay, that's not something I expected I would hear. I just thought it was, like you said, a glorified handyman.
The fact that I've had to be removed from certain pool duties due to an attack of scabrous dandruff is neither here nor there.
Most of it's actually still there, Colin. But anyway, Gavin, you should be reporting on Julie. Julie will be doing Carol.
Mr. Brittas, whilst I appreciate that Julie and I are on the same administrative grade, I've always assumed that I was senior to her. I mean, after all, I have been here longer.
That's
Yeah,
true.
she gets paid more than you do.
Oh!
Quite a lot more, actually, yes. Anyway, you should be reporting on Linda, and last but not least, Linda will be assessing Tim.
So I don't have to report on anyone then?
Oh, yes, you do, Timothy.
Yes.
You see, this is a 360-degree appraisal,
Yeah.
which means the subject of your free and frank appraisal will be... Think about it.
You, Mr. Brittas.
Correct.
Yes!
So in this report, I have to say how well I think you do your job. And I can say what I like about you.
You can say all the things you like about me.
Oh! Tim is so happy.
Reflexology, Linda. It's an emergency.
Oh, yes. You do seem a bit tense.
Do I? Oh, good. Get a move on then.
Now, have you had reflexology before?
Yeah, once. I hated it. I can't bear people fiddling with my feet.
Well, just sit back and try to relax.
No, I don't want to relax. I want to be tense. I want to be like a coiled spring.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm going to an auction, so I need to be fully alert, get the adrenaline going. Oh, it's great. You can get some real bargains. Last week, I got an Edwardian bicycle pump for £125.
Really? And how much is it worth?
About a tenner. But that's not the point. The point is, I got it. I outbid everyone. Oh, it's
Is that a good thing?
fantastic feeling. Ah! That's horrible. Can you do it to this foot now?
You see, Tim, in a
I thought she was
360-degree
gonna
appraisal,
try and do
we're all
the
linking arms,
solarium
we're holding
last time we
hands,
talked
we're
about.
coming together to build a harmonious whole.
You don't build a hole, do you? I mean, you dig a hole.
No, not a hole, a hole, a hole.
Hole. Sorry? What hole?
A hole, not a hole in the ground, but a hole with a W, see?
A hole with a WC?
No. Just give me your birth certificate, please, Tim.
Oh, do I have to? I mean, there are certain things in
The
it which...
DSS have lost you, Tim. They can't find you.
I'm here.
Yeah, but where are your pension contributions? There's 10 years' worth of national insurance whacking about the computer with nowhere to go. They need to have your details.
Oh, all right, but just let me say this, Mr. Brittas. Things aren't always what they seem.
No, but they usually are.
Is he like
Timothy.
older than
They
he says he
usually
is?
are. Right, name, Timothy Whistler. Date of birth, hang about.
Oh, here we go.
This is not your birth certificate, Tim.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's the birth certificate of...
Yes, I know what it says. That's my real name.
What, Timothy Goebbels?
Yes.
Your name is Goebbels?
No, not anymore.
As in Goebbels, like the little rodent? Or Goebbels as in the Nazi warmonger? Either way, it's not good.
I'm sorry, Tim, you're losing me.
Look, I was born Goebbels. My mother was German.
Right.
Right.
And your father, not known.
Oh.
So legally speaking, Tim, you're a German. Who exactly are you, Tim?
Tim Goebbels, but obviously I wanted to keep it private.
What, Private Goebbels?
Look, I got rid of Goebbels years and years ago.
What, you killed him?
No, I just became Whistler.
So who's this Whistler?
There is no Whistler, I just made it up, all right?
No, it's not all right. You can't just make yourself up. Does this Timothy Whistler have a birth certificate?
No.
Or a national insurance number?
No.
Are there any legal documents at all to prove that Timothy Whistler actually exists?
Well, no, apart from the fact that I am here.
Not according to the DSS, Timothy. To them, you're a non-person, and you can't argue with the government department.
Did he not change his name by
Legally
default?
speaking, you are not here. So as far as I'm concerned, young man, you don't exist. There is no Timothy Whistler.
Oh, there we go.
Position!
And which position would Sir like me to assume?
On all
Enough,
fours.
Greg. Put it
Button,
away.
yeah.
Oh, it's not upsetting you, is it, Carol?
Of course not. A professional receptionist is never upset in the course of her duties. She is trained to deal with every eventuality with courtesy, respect, and patience. C-R-A-P. Mr. Brittas' mnemonic. You'll find professionalism is my middle name. You might like to put that in your report.
Well, where's this letter then?
Here it is. Now listen, have you started doing your report? I've started mine on Linda. I'm giving her a glowing report.
Oh, Greg, it's another one. I'll get you in the end. This is the 4th one I've had. Threatening letters. I'm coming for you. You can run, but you can't hide. Make my day. Someone's trying to kill me.
Who'd want to tangle with Julie? I'd put my money on her any day. Doesn't matter who it's against.
It's beginning to get on my nerves.
01, this is PCGE. Yeah, another one.
With respect, Julie, who'd want to kill you? I ask, of course, with courtesy and patience.
Professional hitmen. Do you remember a year ago I saw that robbery? Well, they're coming up for trial, and I'm the star prosecution witness, apparently. So they're trying to get rid of me. So that's why Greg's here. Police protection.
47, 51, 10-4, 10 minutes.
Is he talking to headquarters?
No, Ho won the Chinese takeaway. I've never known anyone eat so much. Morning, noon and night.
You mean he's with you?
Yeah, 24 hours. He never sleeps, which is quite good, really, because he's the one who gets up and feeds the baby.
How does Alex take to that?
Alex?
You're Alex, the baby's father?
Oh, him. No, I haven't seen him since I chucked him.
Oh, yes, well, it's very difficult being a single parent, isn't it? I know. Although, I've never let it adversely affect my work. Perhaps you might like to put that in your report.
Oh, I'm not doing one of those. I can't be fagged.
Why not? You must. It's very important. It's my career. I want to get on. I want to make something of my life.
Well, I just want to hang on to mine.
Wouldn't it be so unexpected, yet totally expected, if the policeman turned out to be the one who's after her and he's just pretending to protect her all this time?
You're spying on me, aren't you?
Yes.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
No.
No toilets to unblock?
I'm assessing your optimum attainment level in pursuance of your operational duties, though, frankly, Mr. Acting Deputy Manager, I've yet to find out what those duties are.
Give it a rest.
And how come he's still only acting?
Subordination. So what are you doing out here, then? Skiving?
No, I'm making sure that there's no unauthorised parking in reserved parking
I
places.
see. Skiving. On Mr. Brittas's orders?
No, Colin, some of us don't need to be told what to do. Some of us use initiative.
Going behind Mr. Brittas's back in an attempt to undermine his authority. I notice that there are no illegally parked cars.
No, thanks to me.
No, thanks to Gavin.
I've got a job to do.
Well, make sure you don't block the toilet again.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Brittas, I'm afraid you can't park there.
What?
You see, these spaces are for... No, nothing. You park wherever you want.
Fantastic afternoon, Colin. I went to the auction.
Oh, God.
£35, miscellaneous bric-a-brac. Brilliant! I got such a buzz, I went blind.
Oh, Mrs. Brittas, are you all right now? Are you sure you should be driving if...
I mean, I was bidding unseen. There could be anything in here. It's a sort of...
Pandora's box.
No, it's mine. I outbid everyone.
Or is there like a
It's
bomb
like
in there?
a sort of lucky dip. There's a...
Good Lord, Mrs. Brittas, I haven't seen one of those since I was 12 years old.
What is it?
It's a pea shooter, though interestingly enough, seldom used for the shooting of peas. I myself used chewed-up blotting paper over a 3-year period. I managed to pebble
I
dash
remember
the
that from
entire
school.
ceiling of the chemistry lab.
You have it then, Colin. Keep it.
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you must. You see, Colin, it's important to learn how to give, but it's just as important to learn how to receive. That's what we're doing this week on my counselling course. It's called Transactional Psychosynthesis.
Fascinating, I expect.
You see, the act of receiving is itself an act of generosity. By accepting my gift to you, you give me the pleasure of giving. I derive pleasure from giving. I should be thanking you. So thank you, Colin. Thank you.
I mean, she knows how to receive, all right.
Thank you.
Clear the pool, please. Everyone out. Unsupervised swimming is against council regulations.
Oh, but Mr. Brittas, I'm here.
Due to an oversight, it would appear that no one is on duty.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Linda, I'm glad you've arrived. Could you take over, please? I'm afraid the pool has been left without a qualified lifeguard.
What about Tim?
Who?
Tim. Tim Whistler.
I'm sorry, there is no Tim Whistler. It is now safe to return to the pool. Linda is here. She's a qualified lifeguard. Everyone back in the pool, please.
You're gay, Brittas.
Miss Brittas, it's lovely. I think it's guilt, isn't it?
No, I don't feel guilt anymore. It's a simple act of giving and receiving, one friend to another.
No, I mean guilt as in golden, not as in, oh, I'm so sorry, it's all my fault.
What is? Do you want to come and see me for some counselling, to talk about it?
Talk about what?
These feelings of guilt and, well, I suppose low self-esteem.
I don't have any low self-esteem.
Oh, come on, you must have.
No, I don't. Not after my assertive training.
Yeah, that didn't work, did it?
Yes, it did.
It did, actually, yeah. Briefly.
Mostly.
It's good to talk, Carol. You can turn things around. I did. You could be like me.
That's not a good thing.
Let's see if we can find something for Ben. Oh, look, here's a little water pistol. Now, something for the twins. Oh, look at this. I've been to Gravesend.
That's not a good thing either.
Gravesend. There used to be a lovely little bistro on the river there called the Lonely Mariner.
I'm sure he had very low self-esteem.
Carol, where's Colin?
He's gone through to the staff restroom, Miss Brittas.
Gordon, I've been to Gravesend.
No,
You
you
mind, darling?
haven't.
That was quick.
Oh, look, this is for you. I've been to Gravesend.
You've been all the way down to Gravesend to buy me a cigarette case. You know I don't approve of smoking.
No, it's a present, a souvenir. It's supposed to make you remember.
Remember what?
Well, I've never smoked, my angel.
Just take it. Don't be so selfish. Learn to receive graciously.
What are you doing, Colin?
I'm timing Gavin, Mr. Brittas. He told me he had a job to do, but I didn't think it would be this big a job. He's been in there for 23 minutes.
Colin?
He's skiving, Mr. Brittas.
Oh, he's just having a big dump.
Recent time and motion study. The average duration of a bowel movement in this country is 6 minutes 17 seconds. Though, of course, there are regional variations due to dietary considerations, intake of fibre, curry, Brussels sprouts and so on.
Colin.
But 23 minutes is pushing it in anybody's language.
Colin, while you've been in here timing what Gavin is doing in there, officially speaking, no one has been manning the pool.
Tim's supposed to be manning the pool.
I'm afraid to say that, officially speaking, Timothy Whistler does not exist.
Well, I saw him less than an hour ago.
Ah, you may have thought you saw him.
I'm with you now, Mr. Brittas. It's
I
a
don't
bit
think
of a
you are.
philosophical poser, isn't it, eh? Does Timothy Whistler still exist when I can no longer see that he exists? It's Descartes, isn't it?
No, it's Goebbels.
No. I read it on the back of a Weetabix box. Great thinkers through history. Seeing is believing. Take this chair.
Yeah.
Colin, what are you rabbiting on about?
Your philosophical conundrum, Mr. Brittas. Now, I can see that this chair exists, but does it still exist if I close my eyes and can no longer see it?
Yes. Oh!
No, Colin. And that's coming out of your wages.
Position!
Sorry about this. I had to bring Greg down.
Ugh.
You see, he has to go everywhere with me, but that means I have to go everywhere with him, and he needs to go badly. Come on, Greg.
Julie, you can't go into the gents with him.
I know that. We go to the ladies.
24 minutes, 50 seconds.
Bye, Carol.
About
See you
average.
tomorrow. Oh, Linda, before you go, when was it you won Best of Breed? Sorry? Which year in the county show?
It was when I was 4. My dog won, not me.
Well, I'm putting it in the report. Chapter 4. Little Linda's lurcher is top dog.
Do you really need to know all this? It's supposed to be a job appraisal.
This is background information. It's absolutely essential. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Ben, stop it!
Oh!
It's the water pistol.
Oh, we're back
Coco.
at Bryn's house.
Thank you,
I
my
think last time
darling.
we've been here.
It's thank you now, is it? Huh?
Do I sense a certain atmosphere,
Have
my
to be an
sweet?
even better manager.
I don't think you sense anything. Sensitivity isn't your strong point, is it, Gordon?
Is this about the cigarette case?
Well, of course it is. I gave a little present to everyone in the centre today, giving and receiving. Everyone accepted graciously, except you.
I'm sorry, my darling. I didn't realise it meant so much to you. I will treasure it. I will keep it next to my heart.
How could you forget Gravesend?
I've never been to Gravesend.
Oh,
So
thank
where
you.
were you on my birthday 2 years ago, then?
2 years ago, let me see. Of course! Management training weekend at Hemel Hempstead, wasn't it?
Oh,
Can I get you some more cocoa, Gordon?
No, thank you, my darling.
I do love you, really, you know.
do ya?
Yes, I know you do.
I don't deserve you.
No, you
I'm
don't.
such a fool.
Yes,
I'm
you
always
are.
jumping to the wrong conclusions.
Yes,
always
you
getting
are.
things wrong.
No. You're
Yes, yes.
I'm wrong again.
Pardon?
I bet I got all the other presents wrong too. They probably didn't want them. They were probably just being polite.
Yes,
God, I feel so stupid now.
you
I
should.
don't know why I felt the need to give everyone a present anyway.
I expect, my darling, you thought you were doing it for the best. But remember, you can't buy friendship.
Is that what I was doing?
I remember
but-
when I was at school, my darling, we had one little lad who always carried a bag of sweeties around with him. And he always gave sweets to all the other boys and girls because he wanted them to be his friends. But do you think he could buy their friendship?
No.
No. It didn't work for me then. And it's not going to work for you now.
So, if you never knew your father's name, why the name Whistler?
Oh, well, he was a whistler, you see. He was a guide, and his whistle was to signal that the coast was clear. He was East German. He never came across himself.
No, but your mother came across.
So beautiful.
I'd have used the sewers myself.
Oh,
It's in the position!
here we go again.
Yes, Greg. Heel, sit.
Right, morning all. Staff performance review time. I hope you've all got your reports finished because they're going to help me enormously with my process re-engineering strategy.
What's that, then?
Any questions?
Yes, what's that, then?
None at all?
Yes, Mr. Brittas, what's that then?
What's that then? Good question, Gavin. Process re-engineering strategy creates an efficient, lean machine.
I think he's going to make somebody redundant.
Right, Linda, can I have your report on me, please?
I've done one on Tim.
I've done one on you. It's a belter.
I'm afraid you've been wasting your time then, haven't you, Linda? According to the DSS, we do not have an employee called Timothy Whistler. Right, Julie, your report on Carol, please.
Oh, I couldn't be fagged.
I beg your pardon.
I haven't done one.
Julie, this is very bad.
Do you want to make something of it?
No hurry, in your own time. Gavin.
It's my writing hand, Mr. Brittas.
Yeah.
Of course.
Colin, where's your report on Gavin?
Who knows, Mr. Brittas?
Sorry?
Does it exist? Did it ever exist?
I don't know, did
Do
it?
I exist? Is life but a dream?
Has he been cleaning out the septic tank again?
Probably.
Does an object still exist in the room after I have left? Our old friend Descartes.
Colin, I just want the flaming report.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Brittas. I was finishing my report in the pub last night. Not a very complimentary one, I must say, so if you are looking for redundancies...
Get on with it.
But as I say, I was finishing my report, which I put on a table when I had to nip out for a comfort break. Mr. Brittas. And when I got back, the report was gone. It no longer exists. Descartes strikes again.
Well, I am appalled. I am...
A Wally.
Yeah, that's
I
bad.
finished mine, Miss Bruce. called it Love Conquers All. It's a heartwarming saga of a young girl's passionate quest for fulfillment.
He's not going to read it, is he?
Linda's heart swelled with pride and the colour rose in her cheeks as she threw open the doors to the gymnasium. What a day to... What sort of drivel is this, Carol?
Sorry, I did my best, Miss Brittas. I thought I'd make it more interesting, more in-depth.
Yeah, well, frankly, Carol, you're out of your depth. Right, what conclusions can we draw from the staff performance review? That it has been a great success. Because it has been a total failure.
What a jerk.
It has conclusively demonstrated that we don't have the time to do our everyday jobs and to report on each other. We're overworked and understaffed. Only yesterday there was a potentially life-threatening incident in the pool because it was left unattended.
You prat.
Which means we have a vacancy for a pool attendant. Applicants should have a polite personality, previous experience as a lifeguard, and be able to prove they exist.
Yeah?
Code 14. Protection duty suspended. Return to base.
OK, Roger.
What was Roger on about? What's code 14?
They're pleading guilty. You won't be going to court. You don't need protection.
Oh, but I was enjoying myself. It's been fun. And you get served much quicker in the pub when you're with a gun-toting body.
The thing is, Mr. Brittas, I'm a little bit worried because you haven't actually mentioned your report on me.
Don't worry, Colin. It's generally pretty good. It's hovering between a B+ and a B++.
Oh, bless you, Mr. Brittas. I was so nervous. It's such a relief.
Yeah, so I see.
Oh, no, that wasn't me, Mr. Brittas. I was Ben, the little scamp. Ben and his water pistol. I took the liberty of confiscating it.
Oh, shut up. What did you do that for? I've learned to give, I've learned to receive, and now I'm learning to take back what's mine, if you don't mind.
Yes, so I've told Tim to apply.
Miss Brittas, come on, give. The water pistol, where is it?
Well, Ben had a little accident and Colin took it away.
Well, he had no right to. I'm the one who's learning how to take things away. Where's yours?
My what?
The book.
Oh, this. I'm enjoying it, actually. It's really rather
Tough
good.
luck. And don't expect Gordon to give you any sweets either. We don't buy friendship.
Hello. I understand there's a vacancy for a pool attendant.
Indeed. And you are?
Timothy. Timothy Goebbels.
Good, Mr. Goebbels. Come in, take a seat, please. Have you done this sort of work before?
Oh, come on, Mr. Brittas, you know I have.
Excellent. Well, Tim, may I call you Tim?
Well, that is my name.
You can't always be sure. I have been caught out in the past. Well, I'm glad to say you've interviewed very well, Mr. Goebbels. You've got the job.
As simple as that?
Yes. Well, in fact, no. Because, you see, you're German, aren't you?
No, my mother was German.
You are, in fact, a Euro import. Now, council regulations mean I won't be employing you, but I'll be buying in your services.
Sorry?
And as a freelance, I won't be able to pay you the same wage.
Yeah, that figures.
No, I'll be paying you quite a lot more.
Really?
In Deutschmarks. You see, as a contract employee, you come from a different part of the budget. You're an EC acquisition, alternative services. Paying you more represents a considerable saving. It's called creative accountancy.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm not surprised. It's a full weekend course. Anyway, Timothy, welcome to Whitbury Newtown Leisure Centre.
I've got most of them back, and I don't think I've got a single friend left in the building. Is that all right, Gordon? I've just got to find Colin now.
Oh, Julie.
Oh, no.
These flowers have arrived for you, and this letter.
Oh, Greg, it's another one. I'm not out of the woods yet. Oh, God.
Another threat?
He's going to see
You're
Colin
going
with
to
the
be
war
mine
pistol, isn't he?
forever. Please marry me, your little lamb chop, Alex. God, it all makes sense now. What a Burke. I'll get you in the end, make my day. Is Alex proposing again? It's been him all along.
How nice. Love conquers...
You don't have to go just yet, do you? You know, because there could be other people trying to kill me, but they just haven't bothered to write.
You love it here, Tim. I know I do. This place is my life.
Go on, give it to him.
Mr. Brittas, here's the gun and shoot her.
Oh! Oh! What? Oh, he shot the cigarette case.
What you've done? This is a present from my wife, you vandal. He's ruined it, darling.
It saved your life. I've been to Gravesend.
I'm glad you did, man.
Colin! You all right?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Brittas.
I think now he's
I've
wet
just been
himself.
shot through the head,
Oh!
that's all. A ricochet. A mere flesh wound. I'll be back to work on Monday. I'll let the side down when we're understaffed, eh?
Good man, Colin. I'll put it in your report.
Thank you, Mr. Brittas. And may I say, it's an honour to share the same bullet with you.
That wasn't even funny. Oh God! Why was I laughing so much there at the end? Oh, I'll tell you what. I can't even speak now after that. I'm annoyed because I thought it in my head, but I didn't say it. Because I've seen movies in the past, I can't remember what they were, or it might have been TV shows, I can't remember. But it's always a thing that someone gets shot and they've got something that's been given to them. They put it in their pocket. It might be like a necklace or whatever, and you know, they get shot. You think, oh my God, they're dead. Oh my God, and then it's like they've shot that. So it's like, no, they're alive actually after all. Yeah, I was convinced for a while it was going to be the copper that was going to be the one after Julie, and he was going to try and kill her, and someone was going to have to take him down or something. Assume the position. I think because the episode as a whole was a bit meh, and then it just sort of livened up in the last like 30 seconds. I think that's probably what caught me off guard a little bit. It was an okay episode, I'm not gonna lie. The whole thing with Tim and Britta's going, I don't know where you are. I can't see Tim. Like, the first time you do it, it's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of funny. But the amount it just got repeated, it's just like, come on. We know the joke. We're over it now. Come on. And that, I think, is the sad thing. As the show has gone into its later years, a lot of the time has been those. It's just like, come on, why are you repeating the same joke? Why are you repeating the same thing? You know, it's almost like they're running out of ideas, and then they go, oh, here's an idea. This could be funny. Let's repeat it. Because the more times you repeat it, the more funny it's gonna get. So yeah, bit of a. I mean, it was okay. That was kind of on par with some of the ones that we got, the mediocre ones we got in Series 6. But next time's episode, I nearly said next week, but obviously it's not going to be next week because I'm on holiday next week. Yeah, the next episode, Series 7, Episode 3, somebody, I can't remember who it was, it might have been Lady Smosh, but somebody in the comments last time out from Episode 1, they said that Episode 3 is one of their favourites. I think it was Episode 3. I could be wrong now. I could be completely misremembering. So I apologise if I have misremembered. But yeah, I'm gonna look forward to that one if that is indeed the case. And that one is quite possibly going to be a pre-recorded one before I go away, because if I remember correctly, I either come back sort of late on the Thursday or early on the Friday, and obviously I normally do my Brittas Empire videos on a Friday, so the chances are I'm not going to get back and have enough time to do the video, you know, record it, export it, upload it, all that kind of stuff. So that one will probably be pre me going on holiday, but obviously coming out after I've come back from my holiday. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So yeah, Sunday is the day I go away, and Sunday's the last day that you can have any videos until I come back. So I hope you can forgive me for the next couple of weeks while I'm away. But for now, that is my reaction to Series 7, Episode 2 of the Brittas Empire as we round off the final series. So, for now, my name's Kevin. I am a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.